What is up, all of my beautiful YouTube family? Welcome back to the Bad LSX Garage YouTube channel. In this week's video, we're going to take a trip around Beartooth Pass. What a beautiful place it is. Stick around, stay tuned, and let's roll to that intro. Get in a car like this and smile, there's something wrong with you. Again, fam, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad each and every one of you could stop back by one more time to see what's going on here at the garage, at the compound. And yes, we are officially back at the compound. Whew, it's been a rough one though, not gonna lie to you. After 9.5 days from this garage back to this garage, 4,500 miles later, we are officially back. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, we went out west. We actually made some videos called Yellowstone or Bust. It's going to be a 3-part series, and this is the third and final video. In part 1, we actually went on to South Dakota. We went to Rapid City. We made our home base at Rapid City. We seen around Black Hills, we seen Sturgis, we seen Deadwood, we went to all the big places like the Buffalo Chip and the Broken Spoke, just all of that stuff. Even went to Needles Highway. Now no, it's not in season. We didn't actually ride the bike there, we drove the car. But I wanted to take it all in. I wanted to be able to enjoy it before I actually show up there one day on my motorcycle. So now I know what to look for. I know where to go. Now in part 2 of Yellowstone or Bust, we actually made it to Yellowstone. We made it to Yellowstone National Park. We stayed in West Yellowstone, which I highly recommend. Beautiful area, beautiful spot. We've seen Old Faithful. We've seen all sorts of geysers. We've seen bear. We've seen buffalo. We've seen elk. We've seen deer. Waterfalls. If you want to see what we've seen, go watch part 2. Now, this is part 3, like I said, and in part 3, we're taking you to Beartooth Pass. This is the finality, and honestly, I saved the best for last. Beartooth Pass is probably my most favorite place in the United States of America. It's beautiful. And guys, of course, I'm going to bring you guys along. Of course, I'm showing you the footage right here, right now. Without further ado, Beartooth Pass. Beartooth Pass is located on the Beartooth Highway, which is a section of U.S. Route 212 in the Rocky Mountains. It connects Red Lodge, Montana to the northeast entrance of Yellowstone National Park, near Cook City, Montana. The pass itself is the highest point on the highway, reaching an elevation of 10,947 feet. The Beartooth Highway, also known as the Beartooth Scenic Byway, is a 68-mile stretch of road that winds through the Absaroka-Beartooth Mountains, crossing the Montana-Wyoming border. It's known for its stunning alpine scenery, including glacial lakes, rugged peaks, and vast tundra landscapes. The highway is typically open from late May or early June to mid-October, depending on the snow conditions. Beartooth Pass is a popular destination for motorcycle enthusiasts due to its stunning scenery and challenging winding roads, often ranked amongst the best motorcycle rides in the U.S. The 60-mile Beartooth Highway, which includes the pass, offers panoramic mountain views, alpine lakes, and thrilling switchbacks. It's a favorite for both experienced riders and those seeking a memorable adventure. If you're riding your motorcycle, I think it goes without saying, plan your ride and check the weather. Beartooth Pass is known for its unpredictable weather, so it's crucial to check conditions before heading out and be prepared for all types of weather, including strong winds. Allow ample time. The drive can take 2 to 3 hours, but it's best enjoyed as a day trip or a multi-day adventure, allowing time to stop at scenic overlooks and just to explore the area. Welcome to Cody, Wyoming. We are approximately about 110 miles away from the Beartooth Pass, and it's south, and this is supposed to be like just an old western town. We're going to check it out, maybe grab something to eat, and of course, like always, going to bring you guys along and let's see what it's about. Stick around, stay tuned. Cody, Wyoming is a town known as the rodeo capital of the world and a gateway to Yellowstone National Park. And this is Buffalo Bill, Harley-Davidson, and Cody. Cody is famous for its Western heritage, exemplified by attractions like Buffalo Bill Center of the West and Old Trail Town. The town offers access to outdoor activities like hiking, fishing, and scenic drives in the surrounding Shoshone National Forest and Bighorn Basin. And the food here is outstanding. I told you I saved the best for last, didn't I? Absolutely gorgeous out that way. But that's not the end of this video. I have had some questions, and today we're going to address those. One of those questions was actually answered earlier in the video when I told you guys that we about 9.5 days and 4,500 miles. Now, that was strictly me driving. That was not my wife. It's not that I don't trust her driving. It's just that I trust my driving more than I trust anybody's. I hope you guys can understand that, but that's just the way it is. The next question we had was, did we stop anywhere else that's not shown in the video? And yes, we did. We actually stopped at Wall Drug. Now, Wall Drug is in Wall, South Dakota. It's actually a small little town that's actually kind of cool, to be honest, and I just did not have enough room to put it in the video. But if you don't know really the history about Wall Drug, it started, I believe, around 1939 or 1931, somewhere around that area. It was just strictly a drugstore, but people would come to that area for free ice water. That's what Wall Drug was known for. And as time went on, they wanted to build up their store because it was literally called the center of nowhere, and they realized that people were stopping there to actually rest. So they would give out the free ice water, and then they realized that they could do better. So then they started making dining spots, and they started selling other things. And right now, Wall Drug actually sells everything from Tylenol to they can make boots. So definitely check out Wall and Wall, South Dakota, and check out Wall Drug. They also have a Harley-Davidson shop there, which was cool. They actually stayed open an hour later than what they needed to, just so we could come in and shop, which I didn't know at the time, but I greatly appreciate that. Another question I had was, how much does it cost to actually go on a trip like this? And guys, listen, I can't give you a solid number because I can't calculate the gas receipts in. I don't have all the gas receipts, and well, let's just be honest. When we left here, Richmond, Kentucky, it was $2.79 a gallon. And there was some points out west in the no gas areas, kind of in the reservations, that we were paying up to $4 and some change a gallon. So yeah, it's going to vary as far as gas goes. But as far as our lodging and our eats, and you also got to understand one thing. We like, when we go on vacation, to stay in nicer places. We like to splurge. That's what we do. So our first stop when we stayed in, what was it, Missouri, Iowa, that was a railroad town. That was probably the cheapest motel that we stayed in, and it was like $99 per night. My light went out. You guys can deal with it. But as we went on, when we actually got into West Yellowstone, we stayed more in a nice place like Kelly's. Kelly's for 3 nights was actually $1,500. Now, we went back and added another 2 or 3 days back on, and it was actually cheaper. But yeah, we're looking at a grand total, and this is with food, lodging, and not including gas, right at $4,000. Now, can you go with this cheaper? Absolutely. You got to think that's including buying t-shirts from Harley-Davidson. That's including going to nice restaurants plus your tips. That's everything on a 9.5 day, 4,500 mile trip. Turn the light back on for you. Hopefully you guys can see me and it'll stay on longer than 5 minutes. Next question I had was, would I do anything differently? And I'm really not sure what you're meaning by that, but no, not really, because we planned everything out except for our stops. We kind of knew where we was going to go. We just didn't know exactly. And that's kind of the best part of these road trips that we go on. We know around about where we're going to go, but what we're going to see outside of where, that's the best part of it. It's actually the spontaneous part of it that I enjoy the most. The only thing that I kind of was disappointed in was Devil's Tower. I don't know why. I guess I just expected more. Now, like I told you guys, you can go around the backside of it, and we did. We actually sat in traffic. I said about 35 minutes, but it was probably closer to an hour. They actually have a red light set up, and I don't know if there's only so many people allowed to go in that come back out before they'll release the next amount of people. But yeah, it was a long line, and by that time I was a little bit aggravated, and yeah, I don't know. It may have been because of that, but I really wasn't impressed with it. Now, the scenery around it, going to it, and afterwards was beautiful. But I don't know. I could give or take the Devil's Tower, but I highly recommend it. If you've never seen it, at least you got to go. I mean, check it out. You know, you're there. Why not? So this last and final question is a two-parter. Would I do it again, and was it worth it? And I have to say absolutely. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, to be honest. The only difference that I would do, I would have to take one of the motorcycles this time. That would be the only thing. And of course, I would have to bring my brother along. There is so many good roads out that way. And I thought here Kentucky and Tennessee and West Virginia and Virginia, I thought we had good roads. There's no comparison, guys. There's none. Needles Highway is absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you're on a motorcycle, I would highly recommend that you know how to ride that motorcycle, because the turns are very tight. That road is very narrow. So make sure you know what you're doing if you're going out that way. But like South Dakota and the end of South Dakota and like Wyoming into Montana and all of that, it's amazing. Beartooth Pass, I recommend anyone to do that, whether you're on a motorcycle or a car, whatever. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, some of the prettiest views I've ever seen in my lifetime. If there was a heaven on earth, that's definitely it. And that's all I've got for you, fam. If you've enjoyed this little 3-part series, I'd appreciate it if you'd go down there and give old dad a big thumbs up. I put a lot of time, effort, and I kind of poured my heart and soul into these 3. I don't know why. It was just something that I felt like that I needed to get off my chest and get out of my brain. You got to be in there sometimes to understand what's going on, you know, the madness. But regardless, I'd appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe think about hitting that subscribe button. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I love each and every one of you. I hope you've enjoyed it. But until next week, we will be back on our regular scheduled programming. Probably trying to get rid of that Chevy Shake. Until next week, fam. Are you ready? Let's do this. Peace. I'm out.